disrespecting Anthony Davis. I'm just saying. Once you get physical with Anthony Davis' ass, he's backing down, bro. He's backing down.
He's backing down?
Yes. He's backing down, bro.
Why are you disrespecting?
So that when Anthony Davis
welcome to the mob. Welcome to the mob. A lot of people told us that we wouldn't get fired. Now we living life like it ain't no tomorrow, baby. Welcome to the mob.
Welcome back to the Double MB Mob channel, man. Today, on a brand new topic, a brand new video. After the Larry Bird reactions, I thought this was another great conversation, another great topic. And we would be rekindling a conversation that me and Dale had a lot. And what class was that? I know it was Dr. Andrews. What class was that? I don't even remember what class.
Nah, I didn't have Dr. Andrews because that's the music teacher, right?
No, that's the bald head nigga, right? That you kept getting into it with.
No, that was a substitute. That nigga's a bitch.
What was his name?
Dr. Andrews is the music nigga.
I thought his name was Andrews.
What the year we met in that tech class, that was a lady that took over that had that class.
Mm-hmm.
Then she left like half of the year, and that's when that bald nigga came, and he was the sub for the rest of the year.
Right. Okay.
And we had out about a candy.
Right, we did. Yeah, this is a conversation that me and Dale have had a plethora of times. He's a LeBron guy. I've exhausted every measure to get him to understand that it's still Jordan. But
LeBron's different, bro.
Okay. Dame, I've never had this conversation with you. Between the two, who do you have? For one, I want you to be honest.
No.
How many Jordan games have you really sat and watched?
That's the thing, bro. Like when I saw Jordan, like when I was watching Jordan, I was just watching highlights. So I didn't watch the good. I watched the good, but I didn't watch the bad. That's it. But
So you never watched a game?
No, I don't think I never watched a Jordan game.
I got a question.
Okay.
Do you think you have different reasons, of course?
Mm-hmm.
But most people say that Jordan is better than LeBron based off just his rings.
No.
No, I'm saying some people do say
Oh, yes, I've heard that.
but that's not your take, is what I'm saying.
No, sir.
So the question I have for the people, that's I'm trying to get them out of the way now because we already discussed that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're taking like, oh, Jordan's better because he got more rings, then we ask how heavy does the ring weigh on your game? Because it's a lot of niggas that got rings that ain't better than a lot of niggas that don't.
Yes, but I think we all know who we're talking about when people bring up rings and certain people. Nobody's gonna compare D Wade to Derek Fisher.
Please.
But I'm saying it's who you are, your talent, your numbers, your stats. And then if you have the rings to match, yes, that would equate to you being better than somebody. Or being considered greater than somebody. But no, nobody's just looking at niggas' rings and saying, yeah, you're better than.
Okay.
So a lot of niggas that's
Jordan's behind LeBron in a lot of categories for all time, too.
Stats, sure. That's true, yes. So you're a numbers guy.
Come on, don't ask that dumbass question because you know I am. I don't know why you saying that like that. Numbers, men lie. Women lie. Numbers don't. They just don't.
Numbers don't always tell the whole story either.
Why you say that?
Numbers don't always tell the full story. That's what
I guess you can say that because you can look up in a thing and see Wilt scored 100 points, but it don't show you that he's going around playing niggas eye.
Sure, right.
So I feel you on that one.
Well, listen, we gonna say what Watch Mojo say, and hopefully this will.
Well, did Dame say who?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I really don't have an answer, bro. It's like they in two different time frames, in my opinion. So
And people gotta stop saying LeBron wouldn't survive right there.
it's
That's blasphemous.
That's crazy.
That's blasphemous.
it's like it's just two different time frames, bro. It's two different time frames. It's two different competitions they going against. It's a lot of things you can argue upon them both, but and then in different areas.
Well, quick question: who's the most unguardable person ever?
Most unguardable?
Like the hardest to guard?
I guess you
In
could
all
say
time?
Shaq.
Okay, I'm going with KD.
Okay.
I don't know nobody that's guarding that nigga, bro. It's probably KD and Shaq for real, on some real shit. KD, 7 foot, bro. Tray ball, beyond the 3-point line, mid range, can finish and dribble. That's crazy. That nigga's. Nah, it's not about them right now.
Sure.
I just had a quick question.
Hopefully this video will
Sum some things up for y'all.
I'm firm in my stance. I don't see it changing.
Oh, this gonna be
Unless LeBron go on to win 5 more,
Oh my god.
That's not happening.
I don't think LeBron's gonna win anymore,
That's not happening, bro.
in my opinion.
I don't think LeBron can win another one.
Bro, the defense that they are presenting to us, bro, is terrible.
I mean, that can change though.
To be honest with you, to
Possibly.
get AD
Unless that does not change.
to get AD out of this game, all you gotta really do is get physical with his ass. You
That's
get
not
physical.
true.
Shit, me,
Not true.
bro.
Okay.
All you gotta do is get.
Disrespecting Anthony Davis.
I'm not
What do you?
disrespecting Anthony Davis. I'm just saying, once you get physical with Anthony Davis' ass, he's backing down, bro. He's backing down.
He's backing down.
Yes, he's backing down, bro.
Why are you disrespecting?
So that when Anthony Davis get to the post, boom, he's trying to back you down. You give him that shove, he's like, oh, he throwing that shit right back up. I promise you, that happens every time.
That's so untrue.
Who displayed this behavior on him that you're explaining?
That is so untrue.
I saw a couple of videos. But yeah, it was a good point because he was showing it wasn't even just with the Lakers. It was with the Pelicans, which I completely understand with the Pelicans. He wasn't that big, that's how he is now. No homo. He really wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that swole to how he is now. But once you get physical with Anthony Davis, bro, he's backing down, bro. He's not. I'm not disrespecting him. He's an outstanding player, but he's
You
not.
are disrespecting him.
He's not a physical guy, bro. I'll give you that.
I mean, he doesn't play like Shaq. His game is based off skills, but like you saying, he's soft. He's not the most durable person. He gets hurt a lot, but that don't make you a bitch.
He's not a bitch, but he just when you get physical with him, he don't want to go that route with you. He's not going that route with you.
Again, he's not he's not back. He's not Shaq. He's not backing niggas down and dunking on you. That's not how he plays. His game is based off footwork.
I'm talking about as far as like anything. I'm talking about as far as like rebounding. You on him, he's gonna let you have it. He's not gonna try to fight to get the ball or anything. And their defense is ass.
I gotta see the video.
Their defense is so ass.
Hold on, we on somebody completely different.
I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Celtics fan and we lost. I'm saying this because it's the truth.
There's something. But boy, y'all ready?
Yes.
Today, 2 legends will go toe-to-toe, but only one will emerge victorious. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and in this installment of Versus, we have a battle to determine who is the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Before we begin, We publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. We'll be looking at a wide range of categories in order to decide which of these two legendary players truly deserves to be called the greatest of all time. Let's begin. Round 1. Awards.
The Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
When LeBron James entered the NBA, his reputation had already been there for 3 years. At the time, he was the most hyped high school prospect on the planet, and had both the skill and the laundry list of awards to back it up. Between 2001 and 2003, James took home the Mr. Basketball USA award 2 years in a row.
Well, I told my teammates today that I was feeling it.
The Ohio Mr. Basketball Award 3 years in a row, and was selected to the USA Today All-USA First Team 3 times in a row. He even appeared on the cover of Sports Illustrated at the age of 17. But we're here to discuss awards, not magazines.
From St. Vincent's St. Mary High School, number 23, the 6'7", LeBron James.
When LeBron went pro in 2003, he immediately got to work stacking his trophy case, winning Rookie of the Year honors over future teammates Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Since then, he's won the Most Valuable Player award 4 times, has been named the NBA Finals MVP 3 times, and has been an NBA All-Star a whopping 14 times. Oh, and let's not forget that he's also a 3-time NBA champion and a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. If you are to discern anything from this information, it's that LeBron James doesn't need a trophy case. He needs a trophy room. But if LeBron needs a trophy room, then Michael Jordan needs a trophy house.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan.
Not only is MJ a 6-time NBA champion, he's also a 6-time NBA Finals MVP and a 5-time regular season MVP. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Much like LeBron, Jordan was a highly touted prospect prior to entering the NBA. He won the NCAA championship in 1982, was a first-team All-American in 1983 and 84, and was later named the National College Basketball Player of the Year. When he finally made it to the NBA in 1984, he quickly began stacking trophies like flapjacks.
The standing ovation for Michael Jordan from North Carolina, the number 3 pick in the NBA draft.
He was the Rookie of the Year in 85, the Defensive Player of the Year in 88, and the Slam Dunk Champion 2 years in a row. But we're not even done. MJ was also a 14-time All-Star, a 10-time scoring champion, a 3-time NBA steals leader, a 3-time AP Athlete of the Year, and a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Come to think of it, this one isn't even close. Winner, Michael Jordan. Round 2, personality.
Keep your eye on the rim and concentrate.
Like this. Like that?
No.
How do you measure a man's personality? It's the kind of question that no doubt kept guys like Socrates and Plato up at night. It's also a question that pertains to our little debate, because you can't truly know if Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, or vice versa, unless you analyze the way they handle themselves off the court. Let's start with MJ. During his playing days, Jordan had a reputation for being both the most competitive and the most serious guy in the locker room. 2 qualities that undoubtedly make for a great basketball player, but not exactly ideal when it comes to making your teammates want to go out for a beer with you. Additionally, for all its many triumphs, Space Jam was never lauded for MJ's performance, which can best be described as rigid.
Guys, let's just go out and have fun.
Yeah! Alternatively, LeBron's on-screen performances have been laid back and seemingly effortless. He comes across as a guy who could easily transition to being a Hollywood star, the kind of guy who feels comfortable in any circle.
It's like when I decided to go back to Cleveland. I wasn't totally sure they was going to welcome me back, man. But they did. They welcomed me back with open arms and an open heart.
In a 2018 interview with The Ringer, Brendan Haywood, one of only 4 players to ever play with both Jordan and LeBron, remarked that, quote, LeBron is totally different than Mike from a personality standpoint. Whereas Jordan wanted to win everything, even in practice, often taking rookies to school on what it meant to be an NBA player, LeBron was considerably more chill, with Haywood calling him, quote, a great people person, and how his best quality was, quote, how he communicated and interacted with teammates. Additionally, LeBron has never been shy when it comes to voicing his opinion, with a prime example being the time he held a press conference the night before the NBA Finals, after someone spray-painted the N-word on the fence of his LA home. Instead of remaining silent, LeBron took the opportunity to voice his frustrations with the current state of racism in America. That's a power move from a man with a surplus of character.
For me to be sitting here on the eve of the Finals, one of the biggest sporting events in the world, and I have to answer questions about racism. It just lets me know that it's still here, and we should all know that.
While MJ definitely had on-court charisma, LeBron is the all-around better personality, and as such, wins this round.
No, just trying to see him just trying to dunk on me. He gonna lay it up at the end. He just trying to dunk on me, Craig. No. He just trying to dunk on me.
Winner, LeBron James. Round 3, better defender. Due to his considerable offensive prowess, people tend to forget that Michael Jordan was as good at keeping the ball out of the net as he was at putting it in.
But he also dominates the game on the defensive end of the court.
He was named to the NBA All-Defensive Team 9 times during his 15-year career, was the Defensive Player of the Year in 1988, and sports a career average of 2.3 steals per game, considerably higher than James' 1.6. However, there's no denying that the thing that made Jordan the scariest player of his era was his skill in the offensive zone. In fact, his playoff legacy is almost entirely built upon the things he did when he had the ball in his hands. Despite this, he still makes a strong case for himself as the better defender of the two. Now let's talk about LeBron. James' most iconic moment isn't some epic game-winning three-pointer or out-of-this-world no-look pass. It's the time he hustled harder than anyone on the court to block an Andre Iguodala layup with less than 2 minutes to go in a tied Game 7 of the NBA Finals. James has proven time and time again that he cares about one thing: winning. He doesn't care how he has to do it. All he knows is that he's gonna do everything in his power to make sure it happens. This includes monster blocks, big-time steals, and regularly being called upon to cover the opposing team's biggest, fastest, and strongest players. His defensive skills have earned him a spot on the NBA All-Defensive Team 5 times, and that number will only increase the longer he stays in the league. This was a tight one, but we're going with LeBron. From a statistical and award standpoint, Jordan has the edge, but James brings intangibles to the equation that simply cannot be matched, such as his ability to shut down the opposing team's best in key moments, his willingness to put his body on the line game in and game out, and his resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. Winner, LeBron James. Round 4, better offensive threat.
After the video.
James, 2 seconds, 1 second to the win. LeBron James delivers.
LeBron has been and continues to be one of the NBA's premier offensive players. Throughout his career, he's averaged 27.2 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game, and 7.2 assists per game. His passing ability is the stuff of legend, as he possesses the innate ability to find an open man, regardless of the circumstances. He loves to throw down epic jams, and can drive the net like nobody's business. But let's take a look at Jordan, beginning with his stats and achievements. MJ was a 10-time scoring champion who could straight up dismantle a defense with his speed and skill. During his time with the Bulls and Wizards, he averaged 30.1 points per game, and finished his career with a whopping 32,292 total points, which places him 4th all-time, behind fellow Hall of Famers Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He boasts a higher career free throw percentage than LeBron, and in his best offensive season, averaged 37.1 points per game. Let that sink in. This was an extremely tough category to call, but in the end, we're going with Jordan. Winner, Michael Jordan. Round 5, postseason accomplishments.
Third year, Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls have climbed the Mount Olympus of the NBA.
When it comes to postseason excellence, Michael Jordan is in a league of his own. The man made it to 6 NBA Finals, won them all, and took home 6 Finals MVP awards in the process. He has so many clutch playoff moments on his resume, we literally do not have time to list them all. So we'll just go with the series clinching shot from the 1998 NBA Finals. Yeah, that sounds good.
Open. Chicago with the lead. Taken by Spades, final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again.
James' 3-5 record in the NBA Finals seems to give Jordan the edge. But hold on, because it ain't all about titles. First off, LeBron made it to 8 straight NBA Finals during stints with 2 different teams, which, when propped up against any of the other Big 4 sports leagues, is simply mind-boggling. Second, he accomplished that feat with a constantly changing lineup, which at times included stars like Dwayne Wade and Kyrie Irving, but was never close to the Hall of Fame cast of characters that surrounded Jordan for all 6 of his championships. Here's looking at you, Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen. But hey, like we said, it ain't all about titles. Prior to the start of the 2018 NBA playoffs, LeBron James had already surpassed Jordan in every major playoff statistical category, including points, field goal percentage, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. In fact, James is now the NBA's all-time leader in playoff points.
James, there it is, right there. Just past Michael Jordan, the number 1 all-time.
Disclaimer, we'll be honest, prior to 2018, Jordan would have won this debate. But in 2018, LeBron has finally edged him out. The fact that LeBron has made it to 8 straight NBA Finals and surpassed Jordan statistically are key factors, but far from the only ones. In 2016, his Cavs managed to defeat the Golden State Warriors in a series that many people felt they had no chance of winning, largely due to LeBron's superhuman effort. In 2017, he lost Kyrie Irving to the Celtics and still managed to make the finals, mainly by putting the entire team on his back and willing wins into existence. Finally, LeBron has multiple years left to add to his already impressive list of accomplishments. So unless Jordan is planning another comeback, this debate is officially over. Winner, LeBron James.
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to the city. I gave everything that I had.
Do you agree with our verdict? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.
Yeah, that clearly that wasn't a good video. Alright.
First question.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan has more rings than LeBron.
Yes, sir.
Whose competition was better?
Jordan.
I say Jordan.
I'm sorry, bro. You can bring up the.
Okay, name me all the teams Jordan's played in the finals.
Yeah, the first team. Granted, they were old, but they were still one of the best teams ever, which was the Lakers.
Okay.
The second championship, that was Seattle. No. Let me not say it. Yeah, let me not say it and look stupid. I know one was Phoenix. One was LA. 2 was Utah. What's that, 4? One was Portland. And the other was Seattle. I'm missing one.
So you telling me those teams is better than Spurs and Golden State with KD?
You said competition. Now see, this is the thing, bro. This is what people not fully comprehending, bro. The NBA now, you have 3 to 5 all-stars on one team. So that means out of the 81 games in a year, probably only 20 of them are really competitive. The other 60 is like you don't even watch.
Right.
Every game in the 90s, you could lose because you're playing. Every team is set up.
No, I wasn't talking about
one
the whole
superstar.
season. I was talking about the finals appearances.
I think it still go to Jordan.
No way, bro.
There's no way
those teams are better than Spurs that washed LeBron his first year, and
Golden
State with KD.
What people fail to realize about those San Antonio losses were, well, only one because they only lost once, but
I think it was bad chemistry. I mean, I didn't.
Whatever. You had no business with D Wade, Chris Bosh. Forget, everybody keep acting like Kawhi was an all-star. He wasn't. That nigga was a role player who was. Granted, I don't care how many points LeBron scored. If you looked at his efficiency, it wasn't that good. You had an old Tom Brady. You had an old Tim Duncan. Yeah. You had an old Manu. You had an old Tony Parker.
Okay.
That team is not supposed to beat prime LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. Okay. No. Okay. And all of those great the Miami Heat role players.
I spoke on a team that swept LeBron the first time. I'm talking about that Spurs team.
Okay, well, sure.
That Spurs team in Golden State with KD, the Phoenix Suns back then was not better than them. Who else you name?
I wouldn't say that so definitively.
The Phoenix Suns. It was the Phoenix Suns.
I don't think you know who Charles Barkley was.
I don't think you know who Stephen Curry, KD, and Klay Thompson is.
You said the Spurs. You talking about the Spurs? You said.
I'm naming two different teams, bro.
Okay, I'm going step by step with you.
Okay,
Charles Barkley, who won the MVP that year.
Listen, that nigga was different.
They had Kevin Johnson,
different.
They had somebody named Dan.
After that, it's a bunch of role players. Okay. But that's the two.
That team is not better than either one, in my opinion.
Okay.
The Trailblazers.
It's not that big of a gap.
The Trailblazers.
It's a great player, Tim Duncan, Charles Barkley, a great role players in Kevin Johnson and whoever you wanted to say was number 2 for San Antonio, whether it was Manu or whether it was Tony.
Okay, whether you want to you want to do that. No, I'm just saying.
It's not 3 fucking superstars on one team.
It's the reason why one set of them teams got multiple rings.
Great coaching and chemistry. And one had Jordan in the way.
They're better.
That's not true. Just okay, so let me ask you this question. The year Detroit beat LA, was Detroit a better team?
No. You can lose any given time.
So what's the point that you're trying to make here when you say that?
I'm just saying. I feel like the teams that LeBron had to face were more competitive than the teams Jordan had to face.
Okay, how are you determining this?
I just said 2 teams that LeBron had to face. Out of all the teams Jordan had to face, I feel as though, in my opinion, those teams are not better than the first time when LeBron got swept, Spurs, and Golden State with KD.
I'll give you Golden State. I'm definitely not giving you San Antonio.
I thought LeBron got swept. Didn't LeBron lose to Dallas? Average?
Yes, he did. But he talking about. Oh well, yeah. What do you have to say on that series?
What?
Why did LeBron?
Bro, this is
your phone was doing a grand intro.
It was playing the videos at all the games that Michael Jordan was facing in the series in the championships.
Listen.
Like the Trailblazers had Clyde Drexler. They had, I think it said Terry Porter.
Mm-hmm.
The Supersonics, Sean Kemp.
So it was
Sean Kemp and somebody else.
Gary Payton.
People don't know about Seattle. They was OC.
He had another giant. Hold on. Please.
It's LA, Seattle, Portland, 2 Utahs, and Phoenix.
2 Utahs. Utah, that team is crazy.
It's
that team
nuts.